Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It's your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where edutainment is what I do. Now, I've been making some observations over the past couple of weeks. Chadwick Boseman has gotten his flowers, his accolades, and rightly so. There are still inequities with regard to Chadwick and the role of T'Challa that have not been addressed. That will be because they will have no choice but to address them. But the question I'm wanting to ask right now, Chad got his flowers. What about T'Challa's? Now, before we get off into that, let's get off into what we always get off into. Boom. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, like it's right here, you get first crack at it. If you're digging what a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the page. I won't be before you long. Just want to do a little soul searching, little chit chatting. Okay. T'Challa's been immortalized in a number of action figures. There's more than one Black Panther action figure. There's more than two Black Panther action figures. Quite a few action figures. Quite a few action figures. They might vary a little bit in appearance, but there ain't no doubt in your mind who you dealing with, who that character is. You know what I'm saying? Now, while he has been immortalized frequently, I took some super glue and that's one of those 3.7 fibers, and I just took some super glue and glued it to a stand. So now he's kind of like my stand T'Challa. Just kind of stands in place there. They don't have a lot of articulation, but it's not the action figure that I want to discuss, but the character that he represents, the honor that the man has, the respect that he has for others. Even though he does things covertly, he sees a necessity to do them covertly because out in the open, he will most likely be met with a lot of competition, opposition, difficulties. So it is just better to move in silence, like his namesake, with a lot of things that he does. That isn't a reason to dishonor him. Okay. With Tower of Babel, Batman went behind his friends' backs and made protocols to take them all down should the need be. Why is the Justice League understanding this? That it is necessary. It's a necessity to have such protocols. Because what if some being with mind control takes over some or all the members of the Justice League? What'll happen then? Think about that same scenario with the Avengers, because everybody's bent out of shape because T'Challa had protocols for taking them down. Didn't Professor X have protocols for taking all the X-Men down? I think having protocols to deal with your allies in the event that they become your enemies is not evil. It's prudent. And when I say give the man his laurels, give the man his flowers, look at all the stuff he's done. And I don't mean back in 1966. I don't mean back in 1976. I don't mean back in 1989 or 98 or 2004. I'm talking about right now. Of course, John Ridley is on the writing chores, so I think John Ridley has gotten the memo, and he's trying to correct the course that he started. We'll see. Give him like a month or two, but I am not hearing stellar things. But T'Challa if he's not getting any love in the comics, and he's not getting any love cinematically, is there a cartoon somewhere? Is there some animated series? I mean, T'Challa is a character that deserves his laurels. He deserves his flowers. Whether or not people choose to believe it, I get that. That's fine. Don't. But that's not going to make me go and see Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I'll find another way to honor T'Challa if nobody else wants to. It doesn't seem like Marvel Studios wants to. I mean, take that back. Their version of honor, I got issues with. I got difficulty getting behind honor that exterminates a character completely. Yo, that's honor? Wiping out every vestige of a character cinematically and in print? I mean, well, they ain't wiped him out yet, but is the strategy to make Black Panther the comic book so bad that people will want it canceled, thus doing their job for them? That's something I thought about too the other day. Do we really want the comic book canceled completely because they could use that as an excuse and say, Black Panther is not a viable commodity. He had a run in Jungle Action. He had a series that only ran for 15 issues. Then we didn't get a regular series from him for another 10, but 17, 18, 20, 22 years. We didn't get another regular series, and that was Christopher Priest's run. We didn't get that until 22 years later. And then that ran for about 60 issues. And then we didn't see any more Black Panther until 2004. Then we got that run from Reginald Hudlin. Ta-Nehisi Coates' run came shortly after that. Why can't we get a consistent run? I've asked that question in another video. It's not that T'Challa isn't a viable character. It's not that T'Challa isn't a deep enough character to last for over 100 consecutive issues in one run. I think T'Challa could run for 100 consecutive issues in one run, but nobody wants to give him that opportunity. I'm sorry, I'm off screen. That's because I'm grabbing something. Black Panther by Jack Kirby. Black Panther, the Epic Collection. Black Panther, the Christopher Priest run. Black Panther, Long Live the King. We have plenty, and I got more. I got it all. I might wouldn't say, yeah. Oh, y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm out here playing. Y'all think I'm out here playing. Ta-Nehisi Coates. Rise of the Black Panther. Black Panther versus Deadpool, and certainly not least, Essential Black Panther. Bruh, I'm on this. Okay, I do this thing. I do this. I'm not play pimping. I'm serious over here. Okay, give T'Challa his flowers. He's got all of these books. He's got all of these collected editions, and that ain't even all of them. I got more. That man deserves more than a subpar comic. That man deserves more. I understand it's a fictional character, but the importance of that fictional character is are we not understanding that he was the first ever He was the first to have this. See that right there? The Black Panther on the front of this book. He was the first African American character to be bestowed that honor. Well, he's not African American, but he's the first Black character that you saw a Black Panther. You know what I mean? Give that man his flowers. Only other character I can think of color that they doing dirty like that and ain't giving no love to. Well, both of them actually, Jon Stewart and Luke Cage, they ain't showing no love to. Show them some love. Powers that be. Show T'Challa the love he respects. I mean, show him the respect that he deserves. You know, don't just put him in a casket and bury him along with Chadwick Boseman. T'Challa doesn't deserve that. T'Challa deserves to continue to be honored. T'Challa deserves to continue to be honored. In the month to come, in the days to come in that month, I'll show you many ways, as I have shown you before, to honor a character, to honor a human being. Y'all stay tuned. I'll be coming at you with another one of the other ones, and until I do, yeah, y'all be good. Be good to each other.